Welcome back. In this video, we're going to go over dynamic styling. In the previous video, we went over some basic styling concepts. We introduced the CSS style builder. We went over how, if you are familiar with basic CSS, or if you've ever used an app builder, low code or no code platform, you're probably used to, this interface. We went over just some basic styling. We styled our heading elements. And I did mention in passing that one thing that sets this platform apart is that we do have the ability to have dynamic styling. All right. And that's what we're going to demo here today. So we have our elements. It's a heading tag. And right now the color is red. All right. So the color is red. So what we're going to do here is that we're going to try to configure this to where, based on, let's say, a value in our app data, the color would change one way or the other, right? If you're not familiar with app data, you can reference the video where we went over app data. But app data is simply put the data in your app. Applications built on this platform are data-driven and event-driven, all right? So I'm going to pan over here to my app data. I'm going to initialize this, and I'm going to say, let me just use something that's completely unrelated. So let's say count, or let's just say amount, right? Amount. And we are going to put that at, let's say, 100. All right. So that's something very random, something very simple. We'll put it all together here very soon. All right. I'm going to save this and I'm going to refresh. And now the amount is going to be pulled into the live data. Now, just so you know, you don't always have to refresh. You could always just copy it from here and paste it in if you wanted to move from initial to live. All right. So what we're going to do here is that we're going to change the color of our heading elements based on the amounts. So let's say if the amount was under 0 or below 0, then you'll be red, right? If it's greater than 0 but less than 500, then it'll be black. And then if it's above 500, then it'll be green. All right. So to do this, we're going to have to use a function for our color. And I have a function here already. All right. I'm just going to find that function and just explain it really quickly. All right. I call this function mirror response. And what it does is that it takes a parameter and it just returns it. It doesn't do anything beyond that. Because what we're going to do here is that we're going to pass in the value that we want, to get back into our function. Is going to bring that back to us. All right. So I'm going to go over here and reference that function, mirror response. All right, here it is. And I'm going to put my logic in here. So like I said before, the function returns the return parameter, parameter that you pass in. That's all it does. I'm going to switch this to code, and I am going to use a function expression. All right. What I'm going to say here is this. I'm going to reference the app data. So I'm going to say if, I'm going to just reference the amount, all right, is equals to parameter app underscore data dot amount. Now, if you're not familiar with app data, and you need to reference previous videos, all right? So I can say here, if amount is less than 0, then we're going to return red. Else if, right, the amount is greater than 0 and the amount is less than 500, we're going to return black. Else, we're going to return green. All right, that's our logic here. All right, that's it. I'm going to close this out. And as you can see, it's black because our amount is 100. If we changed our amount to, let's say, negative 100, it's red. If we changed our amount to, let's say, 500, it's green, right? Let's say we change it to 1500, still green. So you could take this concept and you could apply it on any scale that you want, right? The whole idea here is this: for any given styling elements, be it the layouts, the margins, the size, positioning, typography, backgrounds, borders, it doesn't matter, pick it, it's the same, right? They all have the ability to use functions for styling. And you get, the ability to, you know, have your logic, your custom logic, and really, give users that look and feel, that, interaction that you want, right? This is it for dynamic styling. I just given you a very simple scenario. You could take this and you could take this and expand it as far as you want to go. All right. See you in the next video.